4.
At times, Hilton House has struggled with the front foot. Struggled a little bit with his rhythm. Hasn't played much cricket, but I thought he bowled pretty well in the first innings. I think he bowled a handful of no balls. He's a bit excited after making 50, his first Test 50. Bit eager to steam in.
In the air for a long while, but it's gone between the fielder at point and the wideish gully. Flashed away for 4. Feature of these young Pakistani batsmen's play is they love going for their shots. Oh, that's pretty straight. Well, Ian Gould only has one look at full speed, and he said not out.
First impact was a bit leg side-ish, but tight. Pitched in line. Oh, he might have hit it. Did he? Did he hit it? Get a little tickle on it? Maybe just going down, but it's tight. We just got a little tickle on that.
Well taken by Payne. Batsman's not going anywhere. Gould says not out again. It was a big noise, but was it the bat? Gould thought not. 12 for no wicket.
So Miner got lucky with an LB shell. Let's have a look here. Did it come off the pad or the bat? Looked like it was the thigh pad or pad there. Looks like a good decision from Gunner there. It was a big appeal. Sometimes they can sound a bit woody there when it hits a thigh pad. Flick at the bottom. Yeah, when they flick it like that at the bottom, it can sound woody. So behind the wicket, they might have thought it was off the bat.
In the air again, but there's no fielder in that position, and that'll run away to the boundary for 4. 16 for no loss. That's beaten cover point. Salman Butt into double figures. He's on to 13.
Length's the key, though. Anytime you bowl it short, then Salman Butt's going to put them away because he's a decent player. So that's too short. He's going to make this the plan to use these gullies and have your 2 gullies and your backward point pretty fine and short as well. Then he's got to bowl full.
Well, Ponting may have to think about moving that to cover point to a more orthodox cover position, as Bollinger concedes another 4 runs.
Just too short again, mate. Just too short, 2 widths. Anything there, as we said before, is just a free hit for these 2. Especially Salman Butt. Doesn't quite look right, does he, Dougie? Yeah, bowled a couple of good balls, but still quite got his length or anything right. Might be time for Mitchell Johnson to have a bowl up that end. Just keep mixing up.
Well, amazingly, he's got that between the 2 gullies. More despair for Doug Bollinger. 12 runs from the over, 28 for no wicket. Again, the batsman finds the gap. This outfield's quick enough. That 4 takes Imran Farhat into double figures. He's on 10. Salman Butt already on 21. Shorter ball unsettling Salman Butt.
It's just that Salman Butt, the last 6 balls or so, is living dangerously.
Oh, got past the outside edge on that occasion. That should be 4. I don't think it timed it all that well, but it's all downhill in that direction.
A lot of width provided to the left-hander. Mitchell Johnson losing the plot for a second or so there. easy ball to be hit. Short and wide, and ample time provided to the batsman to go for that booming back foot drive.
Again, he didn't time it all that well. 2 runs to be had, possibly 3. Good running. Doesn't quite get to the boundary. 3 runs had. Score moves on to 50 without loss. Gone straight to mid-wicket. Rushed on to him. He gets his first test wicket, Steve Smith.
What a moment. Imran Farad would be absolutely hurt by this. But a lot of smiles on the Australians. It really was a good catch. Rush of blood from Imran Farad. Went back, tried to create some room and found the fielder. Really a joyous moment for Steve Smith. And he'll reflect on what transpired for him to play that shot. Gone for 24, 50 for 1.
So the 2 test match debutants do battle. Azhar Ali coming in at number 3 for Pakistan. Coming in to face Steve Smith, who has just taken his first test wicket. Beat him. Will beat third fine leg as well. Fine leg is wide of Steve Smith in that leg split position.
Ricky Ponting trying few things out there. Azhar Ali has just walked in and he gets one good one around the rib cage.
Few shots like that certainly will increase the confidence. Should get 3 for this.
He did look pretty okay in the first innings, Azhar Ali. Seems to have good technique. His temperament will be tested once again, whether he can face the music.
Nicely played, just let the ball come to him. Picks up 2.
You see the rough there, left-handed batsman batting on strike, Salman Butt. Plenty of rough follow-through marks, if you like, outside his off stump. Won't bother him at all when Mitchell Johnson's bowling, because he'll be pitching way short of that. I just wonder whether that rough's too full anyway for a spinner, David, if a spinner was bowling from the pavilion end.
That's gone over the top. Deliberately hit over that infield. It was too short, too wide, and got what it deserved, to be honest.
A touch of the 2009s here from Mitchell Johnson when he couldn't bowl almost on the cut strip here at Lord's last year. He's fired one down the leg side 2 balls ago, and that's just a real half-track long hop way wide of off stump.
Tickle very fine. Good chase.
Hussey!
Michael Hussey. That's adventurous. Salman Butt deciding to go the aerial route, taking the offensive to Stephen Smith. Much to the approval of those.
Good shot. Wide open spaces in front of square on the leg side. That's a reasonably pitched ball, perhaps a fraction too full. Salman Butt had everything covered. And Smith probably not too displeased. He'll like it as a leg spinner when batsmen start to play shots like that against him. Have another go, he's saying. Just a fraction wider, that one.
$78 for 1. Down he goes.
I think he can see the funny side. It was a pretty good shot from Salman Butt, that wristy bottom-handed flick again. Doesn't use much of the top hand. He's drilled it back at Bollinger. Who's done his best to stop it, and then Studs stuck in the ground. And base over apex.
Well, it's maiden. It's 78 for 1 still after 21 overs. Ooh, well, it's well, Hazard will just think he's missed out there. It's as simple as that.
Got to be careful when you're sweeping the very full ball. This was a full toss, because leg spinners do get a lot of dip in the last third of the ball's flight. He's ended up playing way over the top of that.
Oh, yes.
Good that they're not too perturbed by the target, what lies ahead of them. That's a beautiful shot. Slower in pace was Bollinger, and that ball sped away in a flash across to the boundary.
Yeah, another super shot from Salman Butt. He looked good in the first innings. He's looking good in this one. Moves on to 42 with 8 boundaries. Really, any width. Bollinger's given him the width early in his innings to get him in. A bit short and a bit wide, and Salman Butt will smash them to the boundary every time. I did an article in the Telegraph the other day about Steve Smith. I think he's a work in progress. You know, he's a batsman. He averages over 50 in first-class cricket. Bats about number 6, and I think the higher he goes up in this level, he was going to be number 7, number 8 batsman. Very handy one at that, who can bowl leg spin. I think he's got a nice, simple action. I think when he's under pressure and that, he sometimes rushes a little bit too much. Sessions we've had, we've tried to slow him a little bit down and find his rhythm. He's got a lot of work to do ahead of him. Lots of hours in the nets. He's only a young man, and he's hungry, he's keen, and he's got a big future, I think. You look at this, he's with momentum. He used to be a bit jerky. Now it's not bad. It's nice and fluent. It's got some good momentum, good arm height. Gives it a rip. I'd like to see a little bit more over his follow-through to get a bit more energy on it. But it's quite windy out there too, which is difficult. But he looks pretty good, I reckon.
Salman Butt with that run. Keep the strike as well. 90 for 1. Very good delivery, almost poking at that one. Salman Butt takes a little walk, asking his partner whether that came back and then moved away. But the feet weren't moving. He got jammed at the crease and went hard at the ball from where he was. Once again, nice flick, and this time avoids the fielder at mid-wicket. That ball will go away for 4. Nicely struck boundary. Once again, Bollinger bowling on the pads and paying the price. It's 96 for 1. Nicely played. That single will give him his 50. In fact, he'll earn 2 out of that shot. Another successful outing for Salman Butt. He's been a star for Pakistan team in this test match. When others have faltered, he has grown in stature.
Big shout, not out, says Rudy Kurtzen. Ben Hilfenhaus is disappointed, hands on knees. But Pakistan finished the day on 114 for 1.
Was their bat involved? Was it going down the leg side? Well, there were quite a few sounds there. I think the bat hit the boot. Ball possibly hit the bat as well, but there's a bit of doubt where that is concerned. Hotspot will let us know. The bat hits the boot for sure. Does the bat hit the ball? As you can see a mark on the pad. Perhaps it hit the pad, then the bat, but I think the first thing that happens is that the bat hits the boot. Now where's the ball heading? So much for the umpire to consider. Hitting leg stump, says Hawkeye. That's why Ben Hilfenhaus was so disappointed, but there was a lot happening, and the umpire decides, I'll give the benefit of the doubt to the batsman. Nothing wrong with that.
Well, better conditions throughout the day meant better conditions for the batsmen overall, and Pakistan have made a very good start then to their second innings, just losing Imran Farhat for 24. Salman Butt again in fine form, 58 not out for him at the end of the day. Azhar Ali, an improvement on his first innings, not out 28, so 114 for 1 at the end of this third day. For the Australians, well, harder work in the field than it had been in the Pakistan first innings. Again, simply because of the conditions and the change in those conditions. So 1 wicket taker, and for Steve Smith, playing his first Test match, a memorable moment for him. So the overall situation at the end of 3 days, Pakistan 114 for 1 in their second innings, maybe starting to think a little bit more about the other 326 more runs they need to actually win this game. So 2 days.